guys, and welcome back to the chocolatiest corner of the internet. Just Chocolate Swader if you're watching this on my YouTube channel, Something Daring. Now today I wanted to get a chance for you guys to get to know me a little bit better and talk about my faith. I am a believer in Jesus Christ and the Lord our Father, God. And I just wanted to talk about why I believe, how God has personally changed my life. And I hope that at the end of this, that you learn a little bit more about me. I hope you're inspired to go find your own faith, find your own beliefs, and discover something about a deeper meaning of yourself. So, why I believe in God. I was raised in a Christian household, but I could tell right off the bat that my experiences were not like my mother's, and my relationship with God was not going to be like my mother's. My mom had a really like a servant master mentality, and oh girl, hold on. They didn't tell me that backstage. They didn't tell me I wasn't together. But my mom had a really like servant master mentality about God, and it didn't really make me feel like open with God. It made me feel like if I wasn't perfect, that I wouldn't be accepted and that my life was literally doomed to hell. And so I quickly had to find out that God meant something different for me, and that it was up to me to go and find out who he was. And I found him in different instances all throughout my life, but the biggest ones that I could think about is when I was younger, I was diagnosed with cancer, and I'm cancer free, so boom, I feel like that was a major moment of God. And I can really talk about that experience in another video. It wasn't a large chunk of my life, it was minute compared to other stories, but it was just I felt like during that time I was very naive about how life worked, and I just assumed that my life was supposed to be easy. Sorry, I'm trying to get a glass, get out of the way. I assumed that my life was gonna stay this way, and I think the cancer shock was the first thing to let me know that things could go really bad really fast and not due to anything that I've done myself, and that it takes something larger than me and believing in something greater than me, and then believing that there's a greater purpose in me to know that there's a way out of any situation. The second thing is college. Ooh, can anyone say that with me? College. I went to school far away from my hometown. It was a different experience, something I wouldn't trade for the world, but it quickly showed me that I was a very small fish, and not even a large pond, but just like a medium-sized pond, and that if I don't get to know myself, then I'll let anyone label me. And getting close to God and finding a church home in Tallahassee and getting a good group of friends really changed my life, and it changed my perspective. And it also helped me to cultivate that relationship with God, to just be like, you know what, God, you're not only someone that I come to when I need help, when I'm scared, when I'm helpless, but you're the friend that I need when I'm alone. You're the shoulder to cry on when there's no one here that can relate to me. There's no one here that's been through my same walk in life. There's no one here that understands where I've been, where I'm trying to go, and why I'm where I am today. And just having God in those instances and filling in those holes and reminding myself that he's there, and that I could choose to fill it with sex and lust, or with drugs, or with alcohol, or with men, or with friends, or with clothes, or with a lot of external things. I could get a new place, I can get a new car, I could get a new boyfriend, I could do this and that, and I would still have these gaping holes. And just turning to God and saying, hey, I seek you, I want this, I want to figure out the deeper root meaning of this, and I want to cancel this, not just for me, but for generations, for friends, for family that I can see are having the same ache. Okay, I'm sorry, I went on a little ramble. Back to why I believe in God is in my apartment, in my daily life, let's be real. I feel like manifesting things and visualizing and dream boards and stuff like that have probably been around for like 50 years, but I feel like within the last 5 to 10 years, those words and the meaning behind that has really grown in intensity and in our day-to-day lives. People use words like I'm manifesting all the time, and I believe you, girl, go for it, manifest. But it's something about realizing that I hadn't manifested my apartment. I had manifested my life like 20 years down, and what I thought my husband would look like, and you know, what my career would look like. And I was thinking about my 40s. I don't know why no one ever said, hey, think about 25, 26, 30, because that kind of is the stuff you need to do to get to 40. My mind was just like, well, if I know what I want to do there, then I can get there. Not even realizing that there's like a foggy little path. But in that foggy little path, realizing that every time I took another step, that I was landing on my feet. And I was landing on my feet not because of what I was doing, because I had no direction, but because of God. And so God just gave me a sense of direction. I feel like he forgave me for a lot of the things I did. I used to be really resentful. Not to say that let's back up, friends. Not to say that there's things I'm not still working on, because I'm a work in progress. It's cute, but sometimes she has to get mute before she gets, you know what I'm saying? So it's a work in progress, but God's changed me because I can see these things and feel them happening within myself. I can feel moments and instances where I've had things that would break me down, break my self-confidence down, make me go hard and stop believing in friendship or love or loyalty or forgiveness. And I've been able to give these things to God and get back a sense of peace, a sense of renewal, a sense of happiness, a sense of I can be alone and not be lonely. I can entertain myself. I can be my own best friend. I can accomplish this goal silently. No one needs to know. I can make this deal between me and God and hold it between me and God and let that be what motivates me. And so in so many ways, he's given me independence and being more codependent on God. And I hope that through this video that maybe you're able to go back and find instances in your life that you thought were maybe luck, or you didn't believe in God, and say, maybe this was God. And maybe, you know, dig a little bit deeper into, if you have faith, if you want to find another church home, if you want to find God in a greater way, I definitely encourage you to do so. Also, forgive my slightly oily face. It's like low-key a little warm in here, and they got the lights on a little too bright in the studio. The baby is melting. But if you appreciated this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. I don't think I feel like this is, I don't want to call this my testimony, but this is a little explanation of my faith. This is a little bit of my explanation of my walk with Christ. So I don't think my video is like anyone else's, but if you could just share it with other people. Let's get it talking in the comments below. Share how God has blessed you and how he's shown himself in your daily life. And I hope to see you in the next video.